Here's some big news coming in on the Prime Minister's security breach. Hearing in the Supreme Court has begun. The Supreme Court has set to centre with regards to the security breach and the show cause notice that the centre had issued. In fact, the Supreme Court asking the centre how show cause notices were issued. The CJI hits out at the centre over show cause notice that was issued. CJI says, if the centre takes action, what is there left for us? CJI to the centre further says, and I quote, don't show that we are in serious. Supreme Court says the centre's show cause notices is contradictory. Here, remember the Prime Minister's security was breached in Punjab recently on the 5th of January when he was on his way to Firozpur to be part of an organised campaign rally there. A stage event that was organised. While he was on his way, he was blocked off at a flyover for close to 20 minutes by protesters who were protesting at the end of the road. This came across as a massive security breach, considering the police were sensitized about the Prime Minister's movements and they had to sanitize that entire pathway and ensure a free passage for the Prime Minister. Now, since that has happened, a show cause notice was sent by the centre. The Supreme Court now wrapping the centre on why show cause notice was issued. Are you taking the Supreme Court lightly? If a show cause notice is issued, then what is left for the Supreme Court to do? Here's the latest updates coming in. Anisha bringing us more on that. Anisha, Nalini Sharma there. Nalini Sharma is tracking the story. Nalini, give us an insight into what the Supreme Court has said while wrapping the centre on a show cause notice.
Well, Nabila, the breaking news that is coming in from the Supreme Court that our colleague Anisha is bringing to us is that the Supreme Court has agreed to set up an inquiry committee under the monitoring of a retired Supreme Court judge. A retired Supreme Court judge will be heading this inquiry committee that is going to be set up by the Supreme Court. Detailed orders regarding this will be passed by the Supreme Court later today. But for now, what they have mentioned is that a retired Supreme Court judge will be heading this inquiry committee. Along with that, the DG NIA as well as the additional DG of the Intelligence Bureau are also going to be part of this inquiry committee. Along with that, some apprehensions have been made on behalf of the Punjab government about the show cause notices that have been issued by the central government in this regard. So the Supreme Court has categorically asked to put a stay on all the show cause notices and all the inquiries that are being conducted by the central government as well as the Punjab government. At least for now, none of these inquiries will be allowed to continue in light of the fact that the Supreme Court in itself is ordering an inquiry in this entire matter. That is the big breaking news that we have at this moment from the top court. They have agreed to set up an inquiry committee to look into this matter. It is going to be a court-monitored probe, which is exactly what all of the parties before the Supreme Court were asking for. A retired Supreme Court judge is going to be heading this probe, and it will be under his supervision that an entire inquiry will be conducted on exactly what was the chain of events that led to a security lapse for the PM while he was visiting Punjab. So an inquiry committee monitored by the Supreme Court and headed by a retired Supreme Court judge is now going to get to the bottom of this entire issue. All of this blaming and allegations and counter-allegations that are being put in place by the central government and the Punjab government will now be put to rest through this inquiry committee. We are still getting details of exactly who all will be a part of it. But for now, the CJI-led bench has made it clear that it will be under a retired Supreme Court judge. It will include the DG NIA as well as the additional DG of the Intelligence Bureau, even though the Solicitor General has said that the IG intelligence as per rule book might be the subject matter of the inquiry itself, because the Blue Book suggests that it is to an extent the responsibility of the IB to ensure that the PM is allowed a safe passage. But despite that, the Supreme Court has said that they will pass detailed orders today in this issue and that all of the remaining inquiries either started by the central government or the state government should be halted, at least as of now.
Right, stay with us, Nalini. I'm going to cut across to Anisha Mathur as well, joining us live from Delhi. Anisha, show cause notices were sent out. If you can give us an insight into who those show cause notices were sent to and what is the objection that the Supreme Court has with the centre's action on that?
Well, the Supreme Court has for now put a stay on all the inquiries and the notices that were sent out by the central government. Remember, the central government has said that show cause notices have been sent to the Chief Secretary Punjab, the DGP, and the senior officials responsible for ensuring the security on the Prime Minister's route. During the hearing, the Solicitor General had defended this action, saying that because there was an admitted lapse, because the rule book, that is the blue book of the SPG security of a VVIP protectee was violated, that is why there is no need for an inquiry or any detailed inquiry process, because the persons who are responsible, the senior officials of the state government who are responsible under the rule book, have to be proceeded against for the lapses that had happened. On the other hand, of course, the Supreme Court has said that it is not happy with the fact that this kind of notices have been sent out. The bench has in fact questioned that why is it that these show cause notices have been sent out when the matter is before us. And now at the moment what the court has said is that there will be a court-monitored probe into exactly what happened. A committee will be set up under the headed by a retired Supreme Court judge. In addition, there will be several senior officials who will be part of this. The DGP Chandigarh, as well as the DGP Chandigarh, the IG NIA, the Registrar General of the Punjab and Haryana High Court, as well as one senior official of Punjab Police will also be part of this. There was a little bit of a debate regarding exactly which officer of the Punjab government will be part of the this inquiry committee, since originally the Supreme Court had suggested that the ADGP security would be part of it, but both the centre and the state government have admitted that the ADGP security could also be subject of this inquiry himself, and therefore a detailed order will be passed by this evening by the Punjab government. We've seen a lot of twists and turns in this particular hearing, as the centre and the state government have stuck to their guns. They've said, the state government has also said that the IG of the SPG, who is a part of that central committee, they are objecting to his presence on the central government appointed inquiry panel, because the SPG is also responsible for the lapses. And what is more important is that there is still a lot of political arguments that were made even today, as the Punjab government said that they do not expect an unbiased inquiry from the centre, particularly as the MHA has already issued these show cause notices, and the Secretary MHA is also part of the inquiry committee that has been set up by the centre. So we're seeing a continued showdown as far as the centre and state are concerned with regard to what happened on the 5th of February with regard to the Prime Minister's security breach. But at the moment, the Supreme Court has stepped in. A committee will be set up, and all inquiries and notices for now have been stayed by the court. That's
right.
it.
Anisha, I mean, we understand that the Supreme Court has now decided to stop all inquiry into the security breach and has now initiated a probe by itself, forming a panel involving retired Supreme Court judges who will be investigating the security lapse. I'd like Nalini Sharma to elaborate a little more on the panel that's been formed. Nalini, give us an insight into who are those who are going to be heading this panel to investigate the Prime Minister's security breach.
Well, Nabila, remember, we're still waiting for the detailed orders by the Supreme Court on this issue, but the information that we have so far is that this inquiry committee, I beg your pardon, is going to be headed by a retired Supreme Court judge. It is also going to consist of the Registrar General of the Punjab and Haryana High Court, along with the DG Chandigarh and an officer from the NIA as well as the IB. So these are the details of the inquiry committee that have been given by the Supreme Court so far. I'll repeat them once again. It's going to be headed by a retired Supreme Court judge. It's going to consist of the Registrar General of the Punjab and Haryana High Court. Remember, who was the same person who was assigned with the responsibility of providing all of the travel-related records as well as the communication records regarding the PM's visit to Punjab to the Supreme Court. Along with that, it will also include the DG Chandigarh as well as an officer from the NIA as well as the IB, which is the National Investigation Agency, as well as the Intelligence Bureau. The Solicitor General has raised some apprehensions about the officers of the IB who might be part of the inquiry itself, keeping in mind the blue book that we were talking about earlier. But at the same time, the Supreme Court said that these are the orders for now, and they will pass detailed orders later during the day with more details likely of this committee that has been constituted by the Supreme Court. The big takeaway, of course, is the fact that the Supreme Court has officially agreed to step into this matter and take matters into their own hands. There were several apprehensions that were raised on behalf of the Punjab government that a fair inquiry might not be conducted if the central government is given the responsibility to do so. Along with that, the Supreme Court bench headed by the CJI also, through their observations, felt that the central government had already made up its mind when it came to the responsibility being assigned to the Punjab government. So it is probably these reasons that led the Supreme Court bench into going ahead and forming an inquiry committee of its own, along with the fact, of course, that all of the parties present before it were also insisting on a court-monitored inquiry in this matter. So that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a court-monitored inquiry. There are going to be other security officials that are going to be part of this committee who will be looking into this matter more deeply. It remains to be seen exactly how early they are expected to file a report before the Supreme Court with their findings, and exactly what further happens in this case once that report by this inquiry committee is actually filed before the top court.
Well, Anisha, if I can ask you, here the Supreme Court says clearly that the show cause notice sent by the centre to the Punjab government is contradictory. Give us an explanation. What does that really mean? Break it down for us.
Well, the Supreme Court has taken note of the objections that were raised by the Punjab government on the show cause notices that were sent to various senior officials. What the court has said is that in one part of the show cause notice, the government has said, the central government that is, has said that there are notices being issued, the inquiry committee is being set up by the centre to probe into where the lapses were. And on the other hand, the same notice says that the officials are prima facie guilty of violating the SPG Act, and therefore they have to show cause on why action should not be taken against them. The court has noted that this seems to be contradictory, that the centre could not have passed such an order without having an actual inquiry into what happened on that particular day. The court has questioned the centre on this issue. However, the Solicitor General, remember, has defended this particular action, saying that since there was an admitted lapse as far as the SPG Act is concerned, as far as the PM security is concerned, therefore there does not need to be an inquiry. But of course the court, as we've seen in the course of this long hearing, the court has not accepted this particular argument. It has put a stay on these notices, on the inquiry that has been started by the central government for now. And it will now be the Supreme Court appointed probe committee headed by a retired Supreme Court judge and consisting of several senior officials which will be looking into this entire matter. Of course, we should get a detailed order from the court by later this evening regarding exactly which are the officials which will be part of this committee, what will be the terms and conditions of this particular committee, and by when is this committee actually going to file its particular report. But for now, the court has asked some particular questions. But since we've seen the kind of finger pointing from both sides, from the centre as well as the Punjab government, where the centre has been very, very categorical that there is no need for an inquiry as far as the Administrative Disciplinary Committee under the SPG Act is concerned. The centre has taken the stand before the court that because there was a violation of the Blue Book, because the Punjab state government officials under the SPG rules are responsible for providing the security arrangements, clearing the route, etc. It was the lapse, and it is an admitted lapse according to the Solicitor General on the part of the state authorities. On the other hand, of course, is the Punjab government, which has said that the lapses are by both sides, that even the SPG is equally responsible for whatever lapses have happened, and they do not expect a fair trial or a fair inquiry from the central government. Of course, what has happened finally is a Supreme Court monitored court appointed and court monitored inquiry, which is what the petitioners had also sought.
Right.
It is something that the court had also asked the centre, that why is it that you are issuing notices when you are before us asking us to take some steps. So a lot of things will now become clearer once.
And that's what's surprising, Anisha. Here you have the Punjab government who says that we can't expect a fair probe by the Supreme Court. That's a really heavy statement to say when the matter is in court. In fact, the court has also observed that the Punjab government allowed for a security breach. While that said, clearly the Supreme Court has observed that there has been a massive violation of the rule book, and Punjab in turn has responded by saying we can't expect a fair probe by the Supreme Court.
Let me clarify a little bit here. Punjab has not said that we don't expect a fair trial by the Supreme Court. They have said that we do not expect a fair probe if the central government is the one which is conducting this probe, which is why the Punjab government had an objection to the Secretary MHA, the IG of the SPG and other senior officials being part of the central government appointed probe. This is a very important distinction to make here. For our viewers and for us when we are reporting on this, the Punjab government has opposed the centre appointed committee. The centre has opposed the inquiry and the actions taken by the Punjab government, which is why now the Supreme Court has stepped in and appointed a committee which will be headed by a Supreme Court retired judge and will have officials from both the central government as well as possibly the Punjab government. At the moment, what we do know, what was discussed in the open court, is that a retired Supreme Court judge, as well as the Registrar General of the Punjab High Court, who is the person who was given the responsibility on Friday to collect and seize all the communication, documentation, etc. relating to the Prime Minister's travel. So the Registrar General of the Punjab and Haryana High Court, the DGP of Chandigarh, who is considered a neutral party and a senior police official, he will be part of this committee, as well as several other officials, including someone from the NIA will be part of this. The DG NIA or an equivalent official will be part of this particular committee. In addition, the Supreme Court has said that they will also appoint some senior official from the Punjab Police into this particular committee. So this clear distinction needs to be made that it is the governments at the centre and state level which are not at the moment, it seems that they do not trust each other to hold a fair probe or hold a fair inquiry. It is now the Supreme Court which is stepping in, appointing what they believe would be neutral officials so that both sides can be looked into, all aspects of the issue can be looked into. In fact, the CJI has made a very categorical statement that don't treat it as if we are not taking the issue of Prime Minister's security seriously. We are taking this issue very seriously. However, there are certain other aspects which need to be considered, particularly since the Punjab government as well as the centre have raised certain very important issues. As far as the centre's stand is concerned, we also need to remember that the centre is taking the stand that there were admitted lapses, that it is a fact that the Prime Minister's convoy was allowed to come within 100 meters of a blockade of protesters, which is something that should not have happened under the SPG Act, under the rule book, that the convoy should have been warned earlier and stopped or diverted at least 5 kilometers before this protest. Back to you.
Anisha, thank you very much for bringing us those developments coming in from the Supreme Court. We hear the Supreme Court now is going to be initiating a Supreme Court monitored panel to be probing this matter further, calling the show cause notices issued by the centre as contradictory, saying that all other probe into this matter will be stopped. A Supreme Court appointed panel will now furthermore understand